Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today, we're going to look at a beer from one of my favorite breweries in Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. I've reviewed a lot of beers from them. I think I've probably tasted maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of all the beers that they've produced, and they produce a lot. And Kyoto Brewing Company was founded in 2015, and it was founded by 3 foreign residents of the city. One was an American, another a Canadian, and a Welshman. And the American was actually resident in Kyoto. The other 2 were based in Tokyo and eventually moved down when they started the brewery in Kyoto. Kyoto is the ancient capital of Japan. You probably know that, and it's a beautiful city, and it's very heavily touristed these days. Kyoto Brewing is located in the Minami district of Kyoto, which is just south of Kyoto Station. You can get there in a taxi pretty quickly. In fact, you can even walk there probably 20-30 minutes or so. And in 2015, that first year, they were voted the best new brewery in Japan by Bier Best Selection, and in 2019, the best brewery in all of Japan by Bier Best also. They do have a tap room, and it's open only on weekends, so you can only go there Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoons. But in the tap room, you can sample. I think they have up to 8 taps, and they also have coolers full of beers that you can buy to take out only. So the American brewer, he studied in the U.S. and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and then worked at Shiga Kogen Brewery, which is one of the finest Japanese breweries, and that was before they established. He was a home brewer too, as well, and that's when I met him. He would meet, we had a regular beer tasting group, and he would meet with us, and we would sample his home brew and give him our opinions on it. He was an excellent home brewer, and he became an excellent brewer. He left Kyoto Brewing at the end of 2023, and they hired a new head brewer whose name is James Fox, and he arrived in, I think, May of 2024. And what they have, they're at their 10th year now, and they've kind of done a reevaluation of who they are, what they are, and what they hope to become. And it's called Kyoto Brewing version 2.0. And James Fox is a brewer, brings a kind of I think, a different skill set to brewing than Chris had. And so they're putting out lots of different types of beers, including the beers that I'm going to look at today. I'm going to look at a series of 3 beers, which are called their Goketsu series, and I'll talk a little bit about that in the beginning of each review. So Kyoto Brewing is definitely a place you want to visit, and I think you should, if you're a beer geek, that's definitely one of the places you want to visit if you come to Kyoto. So, okay, well, let's get to the beer. And here we have a beer from Kyoto Brewing in the Goketsu series. It is called Kyoto Brewing Goketsu Mega Terps, and it is double dry hopped WIPA, and the W means double IPA. Why? Well, it's 8% and 45 international bittering units. And let's get to the business of this Mega Terps. And terps are what they're calling is terpenes, and terpenes are the natural components produced by hops. They're kind of components of hop oils, essential oils, and they really do boost the flavor and aroma of a beer. And this beer has a blend of Simcoe, Citra, and Mega Terps hops, and so the terps again is terpenes. This is the 3rd in the Goketsu series. Goketsu has the meaning of hero, superhero, something like that, and it's part of Kyoto Brewing 2.0, which is their reevaluation of themselves after 10 years in the business with a new head brewer, and So they're kind of expanding the range of what they are doing. And so this is a kind of beer that they probably wouldn't have made so much in the past, and now they are making this kind of beer. So this beer costs 770 yen, and that would work out to $5.11 in US dollar terms, and in euros, 4 euros 93 cents. So I said Simcoe, Citra, and Mega Terps, and so they also added Amarillo in there as well. And the Mega Terps it's a blend of Southern Cross hops, Motueka, and Rakau. And these are all down under hops, New Zealand, and combined with Phantasm, which is a powdered blend made out of Sauvignon Blanc grapes to boost the features of the hops as well. It has some wheat and some Vienna malt as well, and they use thiolized yeast, which is a form of yeast that will help bring out the hop character in a beer. So this should be an interesting beer. Again, it's not the kind of thing that they would have made a year ago, 2 years ago at all. And so they're kind of expanding themselves here. I have to admit I don't care too much for the label design, but compared to their old labels, but in any case, that's neither here nor there. Shall we give this one a go? Kyoto Brewing Goketsu Double Dry Hopped Double IPA, 8%, 45 international bitter units. Double IPA is actually one of my favorite styles. Actually, it's maybe less so than it used to be 10, 15 years ago because I can't handle it as well, but I love the full body, the kind of the alcohol punch that you get from a good double IPA, and so drinkable. So let's try this one. Oh my. Okay, quite stinky. Super overripe stone fruit, tropical fruit, some buzzy citrus in the nose. Oh my, it really comes out. Okay. It's got some elements of hazy in it, and they don't call it a hazy, but and it isn't actually a little bit less opaque than most hazies would be. A very thin head. Flavor. Well, tropical fruit all around. Tastes like there's some fermented peach or fermented apple. Maybe some berry notes as well. Yeah, really buzzy kind of stuff. I do get grapefruit out of this. Certainly pine. Something slightly spicier, lemongrass, or yeah, something's kind of hitting the tongue in a spicy sort of way. Okay. Bitterness, 45 international bitter units. It tastes less bitter than another Kyoto Brewing beer, which I recently reviewed, that had 30 IBUs. So this doesn't really hit the tongue in that way. But certainly the fruit notes are coming way out. Grapefruit, wow. Kind of like grapefruit ice cream, or Well, I think this is one you may want to try. Again, it's called Kyoto Brewing Goketsu Mega Terps Double Dry Hopped double IPA, and again, part of the new Kyoto Brewing series. There are 3 beers in the series. This is the 3rd one, and I review all 3 of these beers and let you know what's going on. Please do go to Kyoto Brewing if you have a chance, and please do subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about Kyoto Brewing or other beers you've had in this kind of vein, double IPA, super hopped up kind of thing. Yeah. I was discussing this with friends, and we generally try to we try to drink all kinds of beers, but we prefer things like saisons and farmhouse ales, aged things like that, barrel aged stuff, and this is quite different from those sort of things, and I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's kind of like old school that went back to school and graduated, and yeah, certainly. So a lot going on. A double IPA, which is kind of an old school kind of thing, but done in a different vein, a different version. So give it a go. All right. Take care. Stay healthy. Bye bye.